Well, I did say that I would reappear in some other place, and here it is. I decided to show up at Eos, the first colony of the Andromedans, of Milky Wayans in Andromeda. Scientific outpost, and of course they made sure that I can't just come on and ram everybody down. So I just came here to do some study. Mostly just to see how things are going. Yeah, what's your story, supply officer?
Kim Connor. Supplies, trade, procurement. Anything you need, I can provide. Though I hear you've got Vetra Nix keeping you well stocked.
You know Vetra?
I worked with her on the Nexus in those days of chaos. But I need ground under my feet, and soon hopefully trade will flourish on Eos.
How's your supplies?
Does the outpost have everything it needs?
We run through construction materials almost as fast as I can source them. But that means we're growing. As long as I have toilet paper, there are few complaints.
Oh, that's a nice saying.
See you later.
Be well, come back again.
Pathfinder.
Nav points of lost supplies noted. Pathfinder.
Not busting our tails on viability to let resources go so easy. Let's check it out.
Oh yeah, and they've got all kinds of fancy stuff. I can of course go and sell some not so necessary stuff. Oh, and well, generally speaking, this EOS looks quite. Doesn't look ill at all. It actually looks quite well and happy.
Mayor Bradley.
Pathfinder, good to see you.
Uh-huh, we have a mayor.
We're busy as anything thanks to you. Bit dusty, but we can adapt. It's worth it when it's your own.
I don't
Let's
know.
not drive people too hard. Rough enough getting this far.
Nothing you see here came from cracking a whip. Everyone is just ready. They'd break themselves for just a little more progress. My job is about sustaining. Long haul. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Falks Engineering. With them and my major domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
Well, they never knew what hit him.
The first two outposts didn't have a chance. It was clear to everyone on the ground.
I saw the brief. I'm making sure every one of our people is eyes wide. You changed this planet, but that doesn't make it easy. We'll use the efforts of those who went before. Good people, every last one. I'd have been honored to fail with any of them.
Well, look forward.
Looking back isn't a good use of time. We have to keep building.
Keep is generous. We have to start. Real building, not just survival. Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real.
Oh yes, of course.
Talk to my major domo. There's more going on, and I needed an assistant.
Of course, knowing that with the other big amount of science and something, colonization is much more, so what to say, less conquesting and much more
Director of Scientific Research on EOS, and
sane.
papers that start what the hell weather. But new galaxy, new world, and a really new start. Gotta keep up. How can I help you?
What's this play?
Activating that vault changed the planet. Anything to worry about?
Considering it's world-altering technology we've never encountered before, I hope not. But the storms show no signs of returning, and I know who to contact for remnant tech support. I'll take it.
Goodbye.
Keep up the good work.
This place doesn't look so... You could say it doesn't look so great, but it, of course, because it's a settlement on completely new world, which would follow completely new rules,
Really
systems.
hope all those scientists will be safe out here.
We came to explore and learn. That's who we are.
Still think you'd be better off with soldiers at your outpost.
Oh. Yes. Settling to a new frontier. And desert and all that. Just learning to see what things are going here. Yeah.
Someone left a warning. Looks like a work crew thinks they can take control of the remnant.
Well, if work crew is successful...
Good for you. I could have used that ordnance a few weeks ago.
I'm Ryder, the human pathfinder.
Lieutenant Harper, we're looking for the Asari Ark.
So am I. Watching the skies every day, praying they survived the cat.
I
The evidence
suspected...
pointed to the Ket being involved.
The way pain is involved when you get burned.
What happened?
The Ket chased our Ark across the cluster. But these weren't their regular soldiers. They were hunters. Elite killers.
Being hunted by an elite anything isn't fun. What were they after?
I don't know. I'm a junior. I just do what they tell me. A bridge officer, Sarissa something, gave the evacuation order. Hundreds of people, all trying to flee. It was...
Where could we look for the Ark?
We lost track. But they launched a ship to help evacuees, and her crew would know. You'd have to find her. Follow the transponder, maybe.
Well, we can find
Our
anything.
Tempest is designed to find needles in haystacks. We'll handle this.
The
Oh,
ship's
actually,
called
we
the
must first
Paraphona.
find the
I'll
haystacks.
give you her transponder codes and last flight plan. Thank you. It's good to see the Ket aren't the only ones winning.
Well, that's... Well, there's an Asari here, meaning that about repopulating things, at least Asari things is, I think you just is well on the way, as only one Asari is needed to start repopulating, assuming there's other sentients around here, and assuming she's in the mood for it to repopulate. Of course, being as Asari is just give birth to Asari, nothing else. Oh, judging by the reddish color, that water has lots of iron in it. Very strong amount of iron. It looks like the colony is going to survive quite good.
There, did you feel that tremor? We've been tracking major seismic activity lately. But I don't know what's causing it.
Yeah.
Something strange is going on out there.
What kind of something?
Earthquake something, or volcano something?
Or big
I'm guessing a
monster
remnant
moving something.
That might help us. Eos has massive underground rivers we can't tap, but altering those tremors just right might crack the ground for irrigation. Our seismic survey hammers would be perfect. All I need is someone to place them. Please?
Survey hammer?
What's a seismic survey hammer?
Fox built them. They punch like a dozen Krogan and cause vibrational changes underground. The hammers give good geophysics data, but honestly, they're just fun.
I'll handle
You
it.
got it. Just tell me where to go.
I've marked out the areas where the tremors seem centered. Trigger the hammers there. Just be careful. The tremors are getting worse. Anything else before you go?
Not so, not actually.
Keep up the good work.
Pathfinder, mind giving me your opinion on this? I'm planning classes for our
Of
first
course,
school.
schooling.
We have one. Some say we should teach Milky Way history. All irrelevant now, apparently.
No, it still
We
matters.
were all shaped by that history. Our children deserve to know how and why.
Agreed. Maybe you'll change a few minds. Thanks for stopping.
Those who don't know about the past are doomed to repeat it. So, new colonists of the Milky Way galaxy should know about their history. Or the colonists from Milky Way galaxy in Andromeda should know about where they came from and why in fuck are they, why in hell are they even there? Why did they even bother to travel? What was that, 2.5 million light years and 600 away from Milky Way and 600 years.
Just who I was looking for.
Of course, Krogan don't move, so with much of grace, but they move with speed and efficiency.
August said you might swing by. Ryder, yes? Dr. Ramirez. Run the clinic here on Eos. Much better than life as an Alliance medic.
Good to meet you.
I'll guess you're not here for a checkup. How can I help you?
Well, what's your
What's it
opinion?
like living in our first successful outpost?
Well, you're the down
More
doctor.
rewarding than I thought. My patients are the neighbors I see every day. I have to be on the lookout for any new diseases, sure. But I know exactly who I'm staying vigilant for.
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt.
Yep, we have it, and there's also a town doctor. Hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Kit are still here. Oh, Doc, what's your up? What you're up to, Doc?
Thought nothing could top Batarians for cold-blooded brutality. Then we found out about exaltation. Pure evil.
The
To
cat think it's
exaltation's a blessing they give to lesser species.
Even Batarians never sang that low.
oh yeah, they
Let's
just
talk about something
enslaved.
else.
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt.
But does Doc know anything about Bradley?
What do you think of Bradley?
I've known him for years. I was the squad medic when he was injured, and we kept in touch after his discharge. He's a smart fellow, a good lieutenant, but a better mayor. And it bugs him when I call him August. So I restrict myself to 2 or 3 times a day.
Oh.
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime, preferably unhurt.
Well, Tom's got Doctor too.
Right. I'll bother you a minute.
So I guess it's there's lots of all kinds of things to do in EOS, so I guess it's time to just go take the car and drive to whatever nearest interesting piece of, well, whatever landscape there is. And do some damage. Well, not necessarily, maybe not necessarily do damage, but do some activities in there.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Strange how bleeding for a place makes it feel worthwhile.
Our people came a long way. Nothing here will stop them.
The sky is beautiful in its own way.
And of course, made these all updates made to Nomad makes it much more impressive vehicle to drive around and cause damage.
Planet after planet wears tech down in different ways. I usually end up walking.
We're outfitted best we can be.
Gil has tuned the Nomad perfectly for EOS.
Oh, hello, cat. That's what's called roadkill. More cat. More roadkill. Alright. Up on the car. Oh yeah, when you have a Krogan in your attacking party, you can be certain of one thing. There'll be destruction.
Right between the eyes.
Yep, and right between the eyes. Caused a bit of damage to them. Yeah, but it's just, it must have been some kind of just nothing particular task they were doing here, just being a nuisance and generally annoyance. Remnant, literally remnant get. But still wondering that technology they get have. Oh yeah. It's still interesting that yeah, the cat can convert other races or species, or at least they can convert Angara to their own species. But can they actually? Well, of course, there's the question that can they convert other species, like in the species from Milky Way, to their cause.
Too bad there's no time for a swim.
Wonder what it's like on Eos when it rains. We do our job. Someone will see it.
Imagine cannonballing right into that water.
Oh yeah. Despite him, Krogans being generally known to be vicious, hard-ass, ill-tempered, belligerent hard-asses, it's impossible not to say that they wouldn't be without
Looks like the scourge got to this remnant.
Great shot!
Yeah. Well, this is just some kind of remnant from. Yeah, all kinds of not so important tasks. But I guess I just drive around to some other place. They also actually seem they have written quite lots of that in the party bantering and.
Of course, the best thing about the rebellions was Shiakur, the warlord, my ancestor.
Every Krogan propping up a bar says she's their ancestor.
But how many have the clan brands to prove it?
Never wanted to get that close.
Well, now's your chance. They're on my...
I'll take your word for it, Drac.
Alright. I think it's probably either ranked to his or probably into his ass or oh, that was just landscape, not. So I guess it's time to navigate the north. They made these planets very big, well, I have already mentioned that they made the planets are bigger than they were in the earlier Mass Effect games. Roadkill. And of course the fact that, yeah, well, yes, they are bigger and they're also much more complex, as in that it just isn't just a big hunk of land to drive through, but there's canyons, cliffs, rivers, geological formations and all that kind of stuff, which make them much more believable, as in that this is not just a interesting place or placement for player to run around and
got 'em all.
Make roadkills out of wildlife and kill whatever remaining hostile aliens.
Colonists change things, not always for the better.
Hopefully, Prodromos sets a high bar.
Your first outpost. It must mean something to you.
Oh yeah, it looks like there was some... A big chunk of iron and aluminum. Alright, time to follow the road. Yes, this indeed is very beautiful world. Bit of alien, of course it has to be an alien as it is an alien world, but it also has bit of feeling that it would also have some familiar traits. As I say, if this would be movie made in, of course made in Earth, I think this movie would be shot either in...
Looks like we have some scavenger animals in our lost supply crates.
Ryder, Ket constructs ahead.
Oh yeah, that's it, it's Ket.
Enemies!
Head off. Oh yeah, Krogan's gone angry. You really should now start saying, hoping that your Archon would be there to would come to save you, because nothing can save you from anger of Krogan. Take a slash from the sword.
That surveillance device is nearby, Pathfinder. I advise destroying it.
Cut with a sword. Any more?
That was a surveillance device. What was it for?
Monitoring the colonists. It appears the Cat are gathering data on the initiative.
Oh yeah.
Can we stop them?
I detect surveillance devices at other camps. Once you locate them, I can determine the best course of action.
Oh yeah, of course it would make sense for the Ket, as they now know about us and they have already made, and how the diplomatic relations with them are to be handled, which should say it goes to shooting, boasting and ugly insults. I guess it would be quite reasonable to assume that the Ket follow the suit, and they would not have any kind of dislike about all kinds of things. But I guess this is time to end this, knowing that yes, once you return to the world there's still lots of things to do around there. So I'll see you next time while I Well, I am somewhere, not necessarily here, but I am somewhere, as these tasks are usually quite simple, not necessarily dramatically interesting, so I'll be somewhere. See ya!